For this Kitbash video review, we are going to take a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series number 156, G.I. Joe Classified Series FootLoose. So this FootLoose action figure is a figure that I ordered through Amazon Prime. So just 1 day shipping. Now we have a figure to review and play with. Okay, but we still have one from Hasbro Pulse that is actually on its way right now. But yeah, anyway, so if you are subscribed to this channel, you know that I really love to tweak my G.I. Joe Classified Series action figures. So let us first do a quick 360 spin of this action figure. And if you already spotted the changes that I did, so good for you. Okay, so let's start with the head unit. So let's push the turntable backwards and let's take hold of the action figure. Okay, so gun is the glued on night vision goggles or night vision optics or nods. And we have a functional one from Action Force Valaverse. Okay, so why did I choose that? Because of the color. It matches the color of the bump helmet, especially the Scream or the camo cover. Okay, so how did I take it off? I really did not use any form of heat treatment like boiling or hair dryer, just 3 fingers. So left, right, up, down, pull backwards. That easy. So there you go. So that's how it looks. So you have a nice big cavity wherein you could stick the old nods from Action Force Valaverse. Okay, as for the material that I took off from the peg, okay, so I hope the camera catches it. So that much. And that's going to nicely settle on the whole of that bump helmet. Okay, so where did the nods that was glued onto this bump helmet go? So it's now part of the weapons platform or the M16 rifle of FootLoose. So that is a laser and a illuminator. So convert from a nods to a laser and illuminator piece. That's going to help him aim in the dark with the aid of the night vision goggles. Okay. So with just a little bit of paint. So the cloth part that is placed on the netting on the bump helmet or what you call this, the Scream. So I just painted that green. Very simple material. Nail polish. There you go. That color. Something that you could already buy at Walmart for less than $5. Okay, so next item, the backpack. So the backpack, why am I using a Lieutenant Falcon backpack? Well, let's take a look at the bump helmet. Okay, mic for communication, radio. But if you have the FootLoose figure and you take note of the accessory and location of possible radio on the vest of the action figure or the battle belt, it is inexistent. So I used the Lieutenant Falcon backpack. Anyway, we still have an additional knife, and actually the bag is bigger, complements the look of the action figure better. Okay, so next thing is going to be the change on the low or light anti-tank weapon. Okay, so actually this is already on its extended version, ready to fire. So trigger and rear sight, front sight, and the thing that we change is going to be a soft goods material and elastic cordage. So we cut off the original strap, plastic strap, drilled 2 holes on the remaining plastic strap, front and back, and placed elastic cordage. Okay, so we run through elastic cordage there. So actually this piece, you could still pull that off to snag it a little bit on the backpack if you wish to. Okay, for shoulder carry, just full length. Okay, so glad that they added a detachable missile, and this item has this groove wherein you could pull and push the missile in. Okay, so no need to send the low to a armorer. You could load it yourself. Okay, there you go. So backup, so this is already in the extended version. Glad that this is the thing that they included, not a non-firing version or a shorter version, actually, because you pull this back, wait, you have to detach the pin and then disengage the backup and pull it back, and you're ready to fire. Okay, so great accessory to add to your action figure. The only thing is, it's just way too big for the action figure to actually hold on to with the handsets that are included with the action figure. Actually, just one pair. But anyway, if you have other handsets that you have on board, extras, especially from Action Force followers, then yeah, easy peasy, something that could be used to hold on to this thing. Okay, so the backpack of Lieutenant Falcon, radio, so I just changed the antenna to a bendy wire. Okay, there you go. So something that you could buy at Home Depot. Okay, now this thing secures this way on the backpack. Okay, so no need to sling it on the shoulder of the action figure. Okay, so let's move on to the weapons platform. Okay, so yeah, I already discussed this anyway. So why I placed a PEC-2Q on top of the handguard of the M16 rifle. Okay, so let's move on to this section. Okay, so we removed a little bit of material on the pistol holster or the sidearm, so the handguard of the pistol, or the pistol grip, not handguard, but the pistol grip would be much more exposed, because the original design, it's just the pistol grip is just way too covered, making drawing the pistol really hard. So yeah, we provided a relief cut for realism. Okay, so moving on towards this section. Okay, so we have a black pouch, and this pouch used to be located in this section. So actually, the only pouch that you could take off is going to be this for the fighting load carrier. Okay, so this is molded, this is molded, this is molded. So this thing, once again, 3-finger action. So pull left, right, top button, pull backwards. And clear plastic with an X-Acto knife and add a little bit of super glue and glue it on the side. So that's simple. Okay, now moving on towards this area. Okay, so why is the knife placed that way? So that a lot of guys would complain that why is your knife placed that way instead of having the handle on this part. Well, take a look at that. That's going to be a rifle magazine pouch. This does not look like a rifle magazine pouch. That looks like a miscellaneous pouch. That is a rifle magazine pouch. Now, if you have the handle of the knife on this section, it would make drawing the rifle magazine harder, right? So for gun guys out there, you guys would understand the POU. Okay. So anyway, majority of the lifetime of a knife that you carry for missions, well, it's going to be something more of a utility item than a fighting tool. Something that you could possibly open MREs or whatever. So yeah, you'd always be doing business with your primary weapons platform. Okay. So those are the very simple changes that I did to this action figure. So yep, very solid offering by G.I. Joe Classified Series. It's just with regards to the design. I hope that the rifle magazine pouches were the same left and right, so you have more magazines stored on this fighting load carrier or FLC, and you have the knife located at a different part of the action figure or the loadout or the kit, so possibly on the belt, because this section actually was empty. So one of the reasons why I also move this pouch down here is because of it would always hit on the spare magazine on the battle belt, which is actually that this item impedes the articulation points of the action figure. So whenever you move the action figure sideways, it's going to always bump on the magazine and it's going to move the battle belt backwards or shift it backwards. So I just opted for something, a black item that I could place on this section that would allow for articulation points. Okay, so that's simple an explanation to make a very solid, actually a very solid offering from G.I. Joe Classified Series into a more realistic and more playable action figure for play and photo display or whatever. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.